When Zhang Yuliang goes to work every day, he gets into this specially designed car. And now, thanks to a recently passed law in China, more and more disabled people will have the chance to drive.
For many in China, driving is both a convenience and a necessity, not to mention a source of pleasure. And, just like in America, many disabled people here enjoy driving just as much as their able-bodied countrymen. In fact, at the Beijing Maybelli Cultural Exchange Center for the Disabled, a group of disabled drivers regularly meets to discuss their love of being on the road. And the group had reason to celebrate a few weeks ago when the Ministry of Public Security announced that existing restrictions for disabled drivers will be relaxed this coming April. The changes mean those without the use of their right leg can now legally obtain a driver's license for the first time in China. In the past, those with disabled or missing right legs were forbidden from driving. The relaxed law is a huge relief for many disabled people in China, giving them the chance to become more independent.
Cars are especially important to us because we can't walk, and they make life much easier.
Under the new rules, disabled people wanting to obtain a license will have to pass a series of medical exams and prove that they can sit up independently. The amended driving law will also open the door for people missing fingertips and right thumbs, as well as those who use hearing aids. The government also noted that it is looking into the possibility of issuing driver's licenses in the future for the deaf and for those with missing or disabled upper limbs. For many, these driving reforms are long overdue.
We have been waiting for this for a long time. It shows the government has become more aware of the rights of disabled people. On the other hand, there's still a long way to go. Still, I realize it's an ongoing process, and the government is continually improving things.
In fact, for some, driving is such a necessity of modern-day life in China that several of the people we spoke with for the story admitted that they've been behind the wheel for years, in spite of laws prohibiting them from driving. For example, Song Changqi, a businessman who lost his right leg in an accident years ago, has been hitting the road for quite some time.
I've actually been driving for a while now, before laws were even passed making it legal for the disabled to drive.
The ease driving law has tremendous implications in a country where the disabled are often confined to their homes and hidden from public view. According to government figures from 2006, there are around 83 million people with disabilities in China. Of these, more than 24 million have some type of physical impairment. Despite these figures, stigmas remain, and, as Zhang admits, some able-bodied people are uncomfortable with the notion of disabled drivers.
Some people are quite worried when they see a disabled person driving a car.
Yet, thanks to some specially designed vehicles that allow drivers to accelerate and decelerate using just their hands, learning to drive comes easy for some disabled.
I found that if you have previous driving experience, it is very simple to learn how to drive a car like this. It took me just 5 minutes to learn how to drive using this device.
And when the new relaxed driving law goes into effect next April, it is likely to open new doors for many disabled people in China. If new drivers repeat the experience of Zhang, the law could be life-changing.
Driving a car changed me from a person in need of help to a person who can help others. Before I drove a car, my family worried about my safety when I went out. Now I can actually drive my family members around and help them.
Zach Ref, BON.